For centuries, the Galactic Archive had maintained a list of forbidden worlds. Most were quarantined for reasons that made sense. Unstable stars, plague-ridden atmospheres, or regions flooded with radiation. Yet among the list sat one odd entry: Earth. No explanation, no report, just 2 words written across its record in crimson glyphs. Do not approach. For generations, the warning was heeded. Merchants steered clear, colonists settled elsewhere, and empires expanded around the isolated system. Still, rumors whispered in trade ports. Some claimed Earth housed ancient weapons. Others swore a primordial predator still walked its surface. Inevitably, someone grew curious enough to ignore the warning. The Kelvar Union was ambitious, hungry for expansion and prestige. Their scouts found Earth rich in water, fertile soil, and untapped resources. The primitive species living there, humans, were barely beginning to travel their own solar system. The Council of the Kelvar laughed when they heard the old archive mark. Do not approach? Clearly a myth. What threat could cave-dwellers pose? The invasion fleet launched with 30 ships. They never came back. At first, silence shrouded the mission. Then came the distress signals. Fragmented, frantic, and horrifying. One recording captured by a passing merchant vessel was replayed across the Concord. There in the shadows, humans, they don't stop. Every trap, every bullet. Oh gods, they're laughing. The signal cut out in screams. The Concord dispatched an observation vessel to investigate. From orbit, the ship saw burning wreckage across Earth's skies. Kelvar battleships, once proud and gleaming, now drifted like shattered bones. On the ground, human cities still stood, scarred but unbroken. The observers dared send drones lower. What they captured chilled even the most hardened counselors. Humans were not cowering in fear. They were hunting. Kelvar soldiers, taller, stronger, armed with advanced plasma weapons, were being dragged into alleys, ambushed from rooftops, lured into minefields cobbled together overnight from scrap. Whole regiments vanished into forests and never returned. When bodies were recovered, they bore signs of brutal, close-quarters combat. The drones recorded something even worse: human adaptability. With each skirmish, the humans learned their enemy's tactics. Plasma rifles stolen from dead Kelvar were turned against their owners. Enemy armor was stripped, studied, and repurposed. In days, humans were building countermeasures the galaxy's finest engineers had never conceived. One Kelvar survivor, half-mad, was rescued and interrogated. His words spread like wildfire through every star system. You don't fight them. You survive them if they let you. They move through fire, through pain like it means nothing. They fight with teeth, with rocks, with their bare hands. We thought them weak. We were wrong. We woke predators. The Concord Council convened in terror. The archive's silence now made sense. Someone had encountered Earth before, long ago, and rather than risk spreading panic, they had chosen to leave only 2 words: do not approach. But it was already too late. The Kelvar Union had not just attacked Earth. They had taught humanity how to wage war among the stars. Ships once designed for exploration were suddenly bristling with stolen weaponry. Colonies that had grown in peace began producing fleets. And above all, a single vow echoed across human broadcasts, translated into every tongue: never again. Humanity had learned the galaxy existed. They had learned it could be hostile. And they had decided to never allow another invasion. From that day forward, Earth was no longer the quiet, ignored world at the edge of a spiral arm. It was a fortress, a crucible, a predator's den. Every civilization remembered the lesson written in blood and fire. The archive's warning had not been caution. It had been mercy. And the day the Kelvar fleet vanished was forever remembered as the day the galaxy learned why Earth was marked "Do Not Approach."